Hey guys, welcome to A Counselor's Journey. Juan here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in your future. Before I dive in, I'm going to tell you what we're going to dive in today. Today we're going to dive into understanding what the heck a funnel is when it comes to marketing. When it comes to like a funnel, right? You've got this triangle looking thing and it comes down and you're just funneling sprinkles in, but not sprinkles, right? But you're funneling people into your practice. I want to share a fun fact about me so that we're able to get to know each other, build a genuine, authentic relationship. I was born in the Dominican Republic, and I was born in poverty. I was born in poverty, just straight out there. You can have that. I remember my mom growing up. My mom was a clean freak, and I get that from her. But growing up, she would sweep dirt. Yes, she would sweep dirt. And then every now and then we mess with her, we tease a little bit. But it's even why as an adult, I still carry it with me. I think there's like lightness to it. And when it comes to cleaning, I like to clean. It's therapeutic for me. So now you have that. Now you're getting to know me a little bit. Let's get into building, navigating this journey that we call a counselor's journey to private practice. I want to teach you today what a funnel is. I just want to give you that superficial view so you're able to acknowledge and understand it. Overall, a funnel is how you get someone from A to B. And A to B, right, it's A, B. You put all these sequences in between to get them here. And the purpose of getting them here has to be something, has to be some kind of purpose. An example of a purpose will be, us here in a counselor's journey is to be able to have the patient coming into the session and working with you. So that would be the purpose there. And then the beginning of it would be, that hook that you go fishing with, it'd be that hook. So an example of a hook will be what they call like a call to action statement, such as, hey, you want a free ebook or a free course or a free one-page template where you get coping skills to anxiety. All of these are tools, tools where you're able to funnel your practice. And let's see, before I lose my train of thought, sorry about that. I had the details on my screen. I want to make sure I knew what I was reading. Sorry. So you've got this hook, and the hook is like the introduction. It's the big red sign that everyone sees, the one that's inviting them in. Before you create a hook, this is what I really like to tell people. Know who your ideal client is. Know who you serve so that your hook makes sense. An example of that would be if my ideal client is couples, struggling couples that feel stuck, couples that are struggling in their relationship, right? All that makes sense. We're good on that. So a hook that I can have is a free ebook, 10 ways to improve your relationship in 10 days. And then from there, I write this free ebook or I do a one-page template where I have these 10 days, 10 things to do. So then someone out there in the online space, going on Facebook, messing around on Facebook or on Instagram, or just Googling, they'll find that hook. And they'll go, yes, I want 10 free ways. I want 10 ways to improve my relationship. I want a good relationship. And then they get it. And then when they get that hook, we're asking them for something. We're like, can I have an email, please? So then you give them an email, right? Or they give you their email. And then now they're going into the funnel through the email. So there's different ways to mess around with the email, but we're not going to get into that. I just want to give you the top layer view so that it makes sense before later in a lot of other videos, interviews that I'll do, we'll go into more detail about the fine details that are in there. Or more conversation into the fine details that are in there. So now that this person's like, yes, I want those 10 ways to improve my relationship, and they hand over their email, that email, which is part of this funnel, right? The first one's the hook, 10 ways to improve your relationship. And then after that, it goes into connecting and getting the email. So now that you get their email, you start sending them information. And then that really depends on what you send, but let's just keep it generic. You send information about your private practice, who you serve, what you do, your hours of operation, a little bit about you, the specialty of your clinicians, and they're getting these emails. And the more emails they get, the more interaction takes place. And you and I know as clinicians, healers, professionals in the field of mental health, that the more we know someone, the better the relationship builds. And then the better the relationship builds, the more trust that we build in that person, and the easier it is to continue to work with them. Hence, I hope you caught that, right? That's that marketing sense to it. That doing that sequence allows you to build a relationship. So then it makes it a little bit easier for that person who took the hook as part of your email sequence to continue to work with you. And if you notice, clinicians are going to be awesome at this because you are healers, you're helpers, you know how to build genuine relationships. You know how to do all of this stuff. It's just being able to put it together, real nice and neat, organize it, and then move it forward. And then polish it as you go. But again, I am giving you just top layer view so you're able to understand it as you move forward. Now, once they have this email list, right? Once they've got it there, then you're going into in those emails, making sure that every so often you put another big button on there, like a big call to action, something that stands out, such as, if you're struggling with anxiety or if you're struggling in your relationship and you still feel stuck, give us a call. We're more than happy to set up a 15-minute free consultation with you, or give us a call. We're more than happy to help you navigate your relationship challenges. So they're getting emails that came from the hook, and then once they see that it's helpful to an extent, but they still feel stuck, then they're able to give you a call, and next thing the client is funneled into your private practice. So if you look at that, it's really, we can really simplify it. We can start with a hook, those 10 free ways that the client or the person in the relationship struggling with issues in a relationship can get help. Then they get the email, and then the email creates this system here where you're building a relationship with them. And then in one of those emails that they receive, or in all of them if you want, you could put a call to action that says schedule your appointment today. And then from there, they schedule their appointment. Next thing you know, they're funneled into your practice as a client. And then at that point, when they're coming in as a client, here's a freebie I'm going to give you. In their intake documentation, you can ask the magic question, how did you hear about us? How did you come to know the practice? Where did you hear about us? And they may be able to share with you, well, I actually got that template, 10 free ways, and it was really awesome, and I was part of your email list. So then you, as a clinician, got both these brains, the business side, the clinician side, you're able to see what's working effectively. And that's what's beautiful about this counseling journey, a counselor's journey to private practice. It's rich, it's beautiful, it's empowering, because you learn along the way. You learn what works, and then you keep going forward. And what doesn't work, you either polish it up or put it to the side and then add something new to it. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for investing in your future, connecting with me. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. If you want to be interviewed as a professional in the field, let me know. I'm always looking for amazing, awesome people who can add value, who could really, share what your journey's like so we can all learn from it. Thank you. Have an amazing day.